It's time for the Curls and Scoop. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. There's giggles, there's laughs, there's stories. Curls and Scoop, there's hugs. Because you never know who may need a hug. Want to give a big shout out to Lunell, who reached out to me. Very good friends with Barry White's ex-wife, Glodine. They were married on July 4th. He died on July 4th, and every year, because she sent me this great video, they charter a boat, and Glodine and family and friends who were close and loved Barry White, they get together on the chartered boat and they spread flowers out into the ocean. He was a wonderful, wonderful man. Just think about the great music, but just a nice man who just a great contributor to music when you just think of the great songs from the maestro Barry White. Lunell, I love you and thank you so much. Let's start off with John Legend, Chrissy Tiegen. Big congratulations to them. 2 years ago she suffered a very painful and public miscarriage, and now they're gearing up baby number 4. They seems happy, she seems healthy. She went through a lot to get pregnant this time, but they are expecting another baby. Wendy Williams, is she married? They're saying her family is concerned. I've been saying that forever, like, where's the family? Because something is not right here. The family should be concerned. I've said it over and over again. She's surrounded by people who don't have her best interests at heart. Hopefully the family, the brother Tommy, somebody, her son, somebody will to get to her, because I don't know if it's a mental thing, if it's a breakdown that we're witnessing. But that whole story about her being married, really, really crazy. Mace has been signed to Death Row Records, teaming up with Snoop Dogg and them. He's going through a very public fight with Puffy. He wants his money. Back in the 90s, they were just like Batman and Robin. And now things are very bad between Mace and him. And now he is signed to Death Row Records. The View formally announcing their changes. There will be a different look when The View returns in September. Last week I told you about Alyssa Farah Griffin, the 31-year-old conservative who used to work for Trump. They also made it official today that Anna Navarro will be one of the permanent hosts on The View. She will be working Monday and Fridays, because those are the days that they say either Joy takes off or Whoopi takes off. She has signed a multi-year deal with ABC. She also works at CNN. Her home is also in Miami, and she doesn't want to move to New York. And they were saying that she felt some kind of way. Now, today's interaction was funny because, she wanted to do her thank yous, and Joy kept butting in, and she said, let me finish. Anna Navarro is a conservative as well. So it's a nice balance of people and their views on The View. Now, how will the new girl stand out? She was very quiet today. Anna didn't go to hug her. She hugged everybody else. She was very quiet. She's going to have to hold her own, or they're going to run over her like steamroller. She's going to have to hold her own. I think now it's like, I got this job. I just want to be nice. And she's young. And girl, you're going to have to hold your own and your own opinions. It's okay to disagree. Just don't be mean and nasty like Meghan McCain. Meghan got on everybody's nerves, but it's going to be interesting when that season gets underway and Miss Griffin is at the table. And how is she going to be? So Will Smith made the apology last week to Chris Rock. They say he don't want to even talk about it. Some sources are saying that Will only did it because Jada pushed him to it, because the ratings for Red Table Talk have gone down. I think in this whole thing, Jada has been cast as the villain. There are some people say it's her fault. Some people are like, no, it's not. The marriage is strange. And there could be a little jealousy because Will is the superstar. People know who Jada is, but Will is a superstar, so there could be. There's a strange dynamic in this relationship, but I don't think that's why he chose to apologize to Chris Rock. Jimmy Fallon, The Tonight Show. He's going to be taking just a little break, but he's got so many celebrities coming in, and they include Megan Thee Stallion. She's going to be a co-host. Demi Lovato, Madonna, Idris Elba, Sterling K. Brown, Martin Short. So many people are coming in. You know, this time of the year, most people take off, and then they come with brand new stuff in September. But a lot of guests are coming to The Tonight Show. NeYo. He made headlines. His wife said, "I'm divorcing you. You're out here cheating." They just got remarried a few months ago. "You're cheating on me with women who sell their bodies. There's a side chick that's pregnant." NeYo is living his best life. He's posting with women and just having a good time. Meanwhile, NeYo's wife has filed for divorce. And yes, she is looking for spousal support. HBO Max. Some weird stuff is taking place with HBO Max. Looks like there's a Warner Brothers takeover that's going to be happening. And unfortunately, they're not going to deal with a lot of original programming that HBO Max had. Out of all of the streaming services, you know, you always gotta know which ones you're getting. It would be sad to see HBO Max go, because they did have like good documentaries and some good shows, but there's some weirdness going on. You know, they were redoing the 90s hit movie House Party. LeBron James produced it. They say we may never see the light of day with that one. Big congratulations to Robin Roberts, her Disney Plus show, Turning the Tables, where she talks to empowering women. It's been renewed for a second season, already won its first Emmy, Daytime Emmy, for Best Informative Talk Show. Iman Shumberg, he won Dancing with the Stars a couple years ago, and he had a great basketball pro career. He was recently detained and arrested in Dallas for having weed on him. Now, I thought people still getting arrested for weed. They're saying it was a sizable amount of marijuana in his backpack. If convicted, he faces 2 years in jail and a $10,000 fine. I wanted to talk about the more serious stuff at the end. The officers involved in the Louisville, Kentucky shooting of Breonna Taylor, they're facing federal charges. So this case will not go away, and we must never forget her. Why must we never forget her? She died senselessly. There was no questions. They just went in shooting. And she lost her life. It's a case that it just shows it can happen to you. So those officers have been federal charges brought against them. And Brittney Griner. We've been talking about the WNBA star for a minute. Russian judge found her guilty of drug possession. I've had people in the comments say, well, why was she there? You know, they're going to say that's what she gets. I don't feel sorry for her. It's all trumped up charges. Trump is, and not that Trump. All right. She had these vapors. There was cannabis oil in it. But you're going to be sentenced to 10 years in jail for that. She says it was an accident. She was over in Russia playing ball. She was very well, won a couple championships. She was adored by people, and she's arrested. I think it's all that propaganda, falsely detained for this, and she gets 10 years in jail. I know I shouldn't be surprised, because it's like, how do you think this is going to wind up? Here she is, a woman, a black woman, a lesbian. There were so many strikes that people were using against her. But these charges, could she survive 10 years in jail? She's 31 years old. She said she had no intention of breaking the law. She was taking the cannabis oil for pain. It's just a sad thing. Will she get out? Will the Biden administration, do their things and get her out, get Paul Whelan? When you go to these other countries, so many of them, they do not like Americans. They don't like Americans. That's just the simple fact. You know, you think about the war that's going on, and with America's support of Ukraine, they don't want to hear nothing about the United States. And then you see things like this. Will there be a prisoner swap one day? We don't know. Will a Brittney Griner survive a 10-year sentence? I know one thing. When these people go in these jails, they don't come out the same. You can just see it when they march them through court, and you're just like, something's a little off. How are they being treated? Are they safe? What will this experience be like? I don't think she'll ever be able to play basketball again. I feel for her wife, her family, her fans, the basketball team back here, you know, the fellow WNBA players. It's just a sad situation, but a judge found her guilty, and the time that she did, she will just continue. They'll just tack it on, and it'll be a 10-year sentence. Pray for Brittney Griner and her family. Yeah, sometimes we get a little serious up in here. It was one of those days. I don't know if it's a heat wave, but it was one of those days. But leave a comment. We can continue to debate this matter. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And thanks for joining us. I tell you, it's a mixture. We're a little schizophrenic. Curl, scoop, laughs. Sometimes we break away and look at the damn curl won't get out my lash. And get serious. But thanks so much. I appreciate you guys every day. Tonight, there's a big concert here in Philadelphia with Cam and Tamia. They say it's going to be 100 degrees. Auntie drinking all the water that she can because I'm hosting the show tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. I do appreciate you and the comments and just life and discussion, because discussion is important. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.